Alright, so picking up where we left off before pictures yesterday. 58 was a quadratic formula problem, so we had plugged everything in and we just need to simplify it down.
Oh. I think I thought that was the answer.
So we got -3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 48 over 12. So -3 plus or minus the square root of -39 over 12. So the only other thing I can do here is take out an I. So -3 plus or minus I root -39 over 12. And since it doesn't say anything about standard form, I don't care if you leave it. Why did I leave a negative sign there? I don't care if you leave it like that. Alright, 74. These ones are just to solve for a variable. So it's the equation E equals, or let me say big E equals little e squared times k over 2r. And it wants us to solve for little e. So how would I go about getting little e by itself?
Oh.
So 2r big E equals little e squared times k.
Divide by k? Yeah.
Divided by k. 2r big E over k equals little e squared.
Take the square root.
Yeah. So E equals plus or minus the square root of 2r big E over k. And you can just leave it like that because these are equations for stuff, so we don't know what the bottom would be. So there's no point in like rationalizing it. So then the next two problems, which are the last two that we're going to do, are the problems like, or that go with this. Okay, so we're going to just be taking the discriminant of, so the inside of the quadratic formula without the square root on it, okay? And seeing how many solutions and what type it is. So number 88, 2x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals 0. So we're doing the inside of the quadratic formula, which is b squared minus 4ac. So we're just going to plug those numbers in there and see what happens. So b squared, so that's 4 squared, minus 4 times a is 2 times c is 1. So that's 16 minus 8, which is 8. So it's positive.
I just had like a really stupid question, but then I figured it out. Like it was just
irrational.
like it was really dumb. I was like,
Wait,
how do you
8's a
know
perfect.
which one is B?
8's not a perfect square, it's a perfect cube. So it is, just from the thing, it's positive, but it's not a perfect square. You don't actually have to write this part, I'm just for reference. So there's two solutions, and they are irrational. So you have to have two solutions irrational. I bought more Reese's yesterday and I forgot to bring them. Like the regular ones, not the ghosts.
Oh.
Well, I did get those too, but
White or dark chocolate? I mean, white or normal chocolate?
regular. Can you have the regular Reese's that are white chocolate?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I should probably look that up.
I was just curious. 'Cause I didn't get them
I
because
like
I didn't
both.
know. But
But I was just wondering.
All right, let's do one more of these ones. Number 90. 3x squared equals 4x minus 5. So what do we need to do first in order to be able to do this problem?
Move 3x over.
Move it over, so 0 equals negative 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. So then, what am I plugging in?
4 squared minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 5.
So I'm going to have 16. I've got 3 negatives, so it's going to be minus, was that 60?
Yeah, it's gonna be 76. Oh, why isn't it a positive? Oh, never mind. It's not 76.
So it'll be, what, 44? Negative 44. So negative 44.
It's rash.
So
Oh, no.
negative means 2 solutions, and it's a non-real complex solution. So we'll have, if you want to write it this way, 2 non-real complex solutions. That would be a sufficient way to write that. So. Any questions about those?
Nope.
You're okay with all that?
No questions.
Sweet. Then your problems are 17, 35, 37, 43, 57, 73, 89, and 91. So tried to give kind of a variety here based on what we did.